What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego, and I'm back with some more boxing. In this video, I want to talk about none other than Adrien the Problem Broner. Now, it's almost like hate him or love him. Some people think he's entertaining, he's a good fighter, he's a good prospect or um, future of boxing. Some people just despise him. Anything he does, if he's burning money, if he's doing an interview, if he's rapping on his way out, they fucking hate him. Whatever he does, um, and they'll do whatever to discredit him. If he has a close fight, he lost it off top, no matter what. He had a close fight with Paulie Malignaggi, he lost. He had a close fight with Daniel Ponce de Leon, he lost. Just because they hate him and they despise him so much that they'll never favor him, even if he did something right or wrong. Now, in this video, I want to address a certain topic and ask the question, do you think this is who Adrien Broner really is? I've seen a lot of interviews and he says he's just him. He's not trying to be anybody else. And this is him. And at times he almost seems bipolar. Today I seen some stuff and he's at the BET Awards. But these are his tweets from yesterday. And this is what he put. I might go to jail today. I might die today. Really ain't got nothing to live for no more. Fuck everybody. So, I mean, what is it? Like, I mean, you're going to die today. You have nothing to live for. And fuck everybody. And then the very next day, you're at the BET Awards having fun and in the crowd and joking, posting videos. So, it leads me to believe personally that he's doing this for shock value. So, do you think this is really him or do you think he's an attention whore? To me, it sounds like he's doing things for shock value. He's a up and coming star. He's found a niche or something that works. His gimmick, his stick, if you will, his shtick, and he's running with it. He loves to make you guys mad, and that's what I really feel. I feel that what he's done thus far, it pisses people off, but it also keeps him relevant. It keeps people talking about him. Therefore, if you're relevant and you're talking about somebody, then you're actually doing them a service because you're giving them publicity. Now, the best way to combat somebody like that is to pay him no mind, but you guys are so stupid that you say you hate him, you call him a nigger or whatever floats your boat, and you still watch him. You still watch his fights. He's doing 1.3, 1.4 million, and he's fighting bums, in your opinion. You're saying he's fighting bums, but you're watching it. So, again, I really don't understand. The same thing with Floyd Mayweather. They both have that where a lot of people just want to see them lose, so they'll continue watching. And I don't really understand that. Like, if I don't like some shit, then I'm just not going to watch it. I think Heath Ledger, rest in peace, was an awesome actor. He was great in The Patriot. He was amazing as the Joker in The Dark Knight. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Like, just the way he gets into character. However, when I seen the preview and I heard what Brokeback Mountain was about, I took a firm stance that that's not something that I'm personally interested in seeing. If that's your cup of tea, you want to see two cowboys fuck in camp, more power to you. Me personally, that's not something that I want to see. So I've, to this day, never seen Brokeback Mountain. And again, I really respect Heath Ledger as an actor. I think he was a young, talented actor gone too soon. But that's not my cup of tea. That's not something I watch. Therefore, I don't watch it. And I don't understand some of you fans who hate Broner, hate Mayweather, hate Pacquiao or whatever, and you continue to watch them. It just doesn't make sense. Me personally, I don't hate Pacquiao. Some people have called me a Pacquiao hater or an Amir Khan hater, but I don't hate those people. I mean, Khan's never did anything to me. I don't know him. Pacquiao's never done nothing to me. I just don't rate them as high. and I speak the truth. Therefore, people assume I hate them. Some of you guys outright say you hate Broner or Mayweather or whoever the person is, yet you continue to support them, and you don't support them in the traditional sense, like, oh, I'm supporting him and I'm wearing a Broner T-shirt, but you're still supporting him. Same thing with my channel. Some people hate ego. They don't like me. Every time I post a video, sometimes I post videos and within a second of it being up, there's a dislike. You fucking fool. I don't give a fuck about a dislike. I'm gonna speak my mind. I'm gonna state my opinion, and I could really give a fuck about a dislike. There's never really even any video that I do that has more dislikes than likes. That's first thing. Second of all, I don't care. If I had 1,000,000 dislikes, it's my opinion. I don't really care. And furthermore, at the end of the day, I'm getting paid to do this. I get paid. I don't care. Go dislike it. You might create interest for somebody else. Somebody else is going to watch my video because it's a mixed bag. They see some positive likes. They see some dislikes. So, more power to you. I'm going to start disliking my own videos. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just start disliking my own videos just to create interest. I'm going to do the Adrien Broner approach. So, again, for this video, what do you think Broner's deal is? Do you think he's bipolar? Do you think he's just acting natural? Or do you think he's trying to sell tickets? And do you think he's a detention whore? Leave a comment. Hate my video. Please dislike this. I don't care. And let me know what you guys think of Adrien Broner. As far as me, like I said, I think the kid found a way to generate interest. And it's similar to telling a joke. If you're telling a joke in front of a large group of people, and you see this all the time with comedians, and they get a reaction or a rise out of the crowd, people are laughing, then they keep going with that same joke. Like if you watch Kevin Hart, he'll have a joke, and then people are laughing, and then sometimes they borderline keep up with the joke to the point where it's like, okay, go on to the next bit because this is no longer funny. And I think that's kind of what Adrien Broner is. He found a niche. He found something that gets under people's skin or gets him views or gets him popular or hated or bigger paychecks or whatever, gets people checking for him, and he's kind of overstaying his welcome with that. Do I think some of the things he does is corny? Absolutely. He's young though, so I mean he's gonna be who he wants to be. He's his own person. I think the Paulie Malignaggi fight did prove that he's not on the Mayweather level. I will not just say he's trash or anything of that. But it shows that he has some things that he needs to work on. He needs to work on cutting off the ring. And I'm just anxious to see him back in the ring and see how he does with other styles. Styles make fights. Malignaggi is not a great style for someone like Broner because Malignaggi is a strategist. He's a fighter with ring generalship. He's very seasoned, and he has a chin. And they were talking so much trash, and they were fighting in Paulie Malignaggi's backyard of Brooklyn. So there was a lot on the line. Paulie Malignaggi didn't want to go to his hometown to get embarrassed. Same thing with Zab Judah. If you watch Zab Judah versus Danny Garcia, that was probably one of Zab Judah's best losses. And I know that sounds weird. How do you have a best loss? But that was really one of Zab Judah's best losses. He's had losses to Amir Khan, and I thought he just gave up. It looked like he could have continued fighting, but I'm not Zab. I thought he looked pretty shitty in that fight. Zab Judah versus Carlos Baldomir. He was supposed to beat Baldomir. Skill for skill. If you really go skill for skill, Carlos Baldomir versus Zab Judah, he was supposed to wipe the floor with Baldomir. Mayweather did. Canelo did. But the Danny Garcia loss was a good loss for him. And it's a loss that warranted other fights from Zab Judah. Zab Judah doesn't have to hang him up. He could still get a fight, and they're talking about him fighting Mike Alvarado possibly. Mike Alvarado just won his last fight. Tough fight with Brandon Rios. And the reason he has those talks are being made is because Zab Judah looked good enough in that fight. He stayed composed even though he was hurt early, and he made it a fight. So props to that. I think that Brooklyn spirit, the Barclays is huge, especially for fighters in New York. The Peter Quillens, the Paulie Malignaggi's, Zab Judah. New Yorkers are really prideful people, really, really prideful people. And as you can tell, they talk trash. They're very confident. And nobody wants to lose in front of the home team. Nobody wants to lose at home. So it's good motivation. And I think Paulie Malignaggi looked good in the fight. I still think he lost, but it was a close fight, very close fight. Adrien Broner, like I said, he needs to go back to the drawing board. In my personal opinion, I think less showboating and more business. Showboat when you firmly have the fight under control. I've seen him showboat with Gavin Reese early on in the fight, in the early rounds 1 or 2, before he really hurt Gavin Reese, before Gavin Reese was actually winning rounds 1 and 2, and he's showboating and he's like doing the wind up punches. And it's cool to be a showman and it's cool to sell the fight, but unless you're Roy Jones Jr. and then you're showboating and still embarrassing these people, maybe you should get a firm grip, a grasp of the fight. You have to be in control of the fight before you start trying to show off too much, because that's how you get caught. That's all I gotta say, man. Let me know what you guys think. As always, hate, comment, or subscribe. Till next video, it's Ego signing off.